Okay, so this third video is going to discuss kind of the more difficult problems. These ones are my favorite. You have to make sure that you are working through all the steps in order to get the right answers, and you have to make sure that you're willing to try it again and again to get to the right answer. So problem here, 3x squared plus 17x plus 10. Okay, the two options that we have are 1 and 10 and 2 and 5, but neither of those would add up to 17. So what happens here, and the reason it's a little more difficult, is with this number out in front here, we have to remember that we actually have to multiply to be 3 for the first part of this. So as I write this out, 3x and x has to be first. All right, for the first part of FOIL, we have to make 3x squared. Why is this important? Because when we do outside, 3x is going to be multiplied by whatever number I put here. And that's going to change the total that it adds up to. So the first thing I wrote here was 1 and 10, so let's give that a try. So as I FOIL this out, I get the 3x squared that I was looking for. Outside is 30x, inside is 1x, and then last is 10. So we got the 3x that we were looking for, we got the 10 that we were looking for, but we didn't get the 17 that we were looking for in the middle. We got 31, so that's not good. All right, now one of the options that we have is to put the 10 here and the 1 here. Well, that helps us a little bit. That gets us 3x and 10x, but that adds up to 13, so that's not going to be the right number either. So what we're going to have to do is try again. This time with the other option. So if I say plus 2 plus 5, just put them right in there. 3x squared plus 15x plus 2x plus 10. Now we've gotten to the right spot here. Where we do get the correct 17x in the middle. So writing out what your options are is the best way to get this done, because if what you have doesn't work out right, then try one of the other options and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying until you get one right. I've always said there's no reason to ever get one of these problems wrong, because you just have to keep working and keep working. Okay? Don't give up. Now, what happens here is there is an option that makes doing this possibly a little easier. It's called the box method. And what you do is you write a box, and we take the trinomial and write it diagonally through the center of the box, and we're going to write our possible factors on the outside. And this first box here, I have to be 2x squared, so I'm going to write 2x and x. That gets me 2x squared in that box. And over here, I need to multiply to be 12. So if I write down my options, 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, those are all the options. All right, and they can each be either positive or negative. We're going to get negative 12 there. So I'm going to say that I know ahead of time that 1 and 12 aren't going to work, because when I multiply that out, there's no way I'm going to get a 5. So let's try the 2 and the 6. So let's try positive 2 and negative 6. So you see the minus 6 here is part of it. So what that happened there is I would get 2x in this box and negative 12x in that box. Did negative 12 and positive 2 add up to negative 5? No. All right. So let's try the 6 here and then minus 2 over there. Well, if we do that, we got 6x and negative 4x. That gives us positive 2x. That's not the right thing that we're looking for. So it doesn't look like the 2 and the 6 is going to be the correct factoring for us. So what we'll do next is we'll try the 3 and the negative 4. Okay, so in writing those out, now this is going to give me 3x in this box, and then this one's going to be negative 8x. So negative 8 plus 3, that adds up to negative 5. So this is the correct combination. 2x plus 3 and x minus 4. So it's very important to have the right combinations of numbers with the right signs, and you just have to go through all of your options that you have until you come out with one that actually works. So you should always have the correct thing to get 2x squared. You should always have things that multiply to be negative 12. The only thing you got to work out is which combination will get you the negative 5x in the middle, and it's this one. All right? Negative 8 plus 3 gives you negative 5. Okay. The last one here, you see I drew 2 boxes because in this case, 6, we're going to have 1 times 6, or we're going to have 2 times 3. So I'm going to write these 6x squared minus 13x minus 5. And what I'm going to do is, this first box is going to be 6x and 1x. And this box is going to be 3x and 2x. Both of those give you 6x squared. Factoring for negative 5, I tried to keep it a little more simple here, where we got only a couple of options there. Negative 1 and positive 5. Positive 1, negative 5. So if we put these in here, let's see what happens. So this is going to give me negative 1x plus 30x. All right, well that's 29x, so that's not the right thing. So if we put the 5 here and the 1 here, that's going to give me 5x, negative 5x, and then 6x. So that gives me like 1x. That isn't right. Even if we change the signs, it's not going to give us any different numbers. So it looks like the 6x and the 1x was not the right combination for working this out. So if I put I put the negative 1 here and the positive 5 here. Let's see what happens. This would be negative 2x, and this would be positive 15x. So this is actually an important result because this gives us positive 13x. All right, so I've gotten the number right, 13, but we had the wrong sign. So that tells me what I need to do is not change the numbers, but make this one positive and this one negative. Because what happens there is, now this is positive 2x, and this is negative 15x. So negative 15 and positive 2 gives you negative 13. So we now have our answer of 3x plus 1, 2x minus 5. And that's what I'm talking about, that you need to have the work ethic to get all the way through a problem like this. And what I'll say is, in practicing them, you would get to the answers much faster the more you practice them. All right, the way I did this, all right, I did a lot of steps for some of these. I probably would have skipped most of these and calculated a few things quicker in my head before getting started to get to the answer a little bit quicker. But I wanted to show it out from beginning to end so everybody knows what's going on.